baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out. Before they turn the lights out. Baby, love me lights out. In the darkest night.
I love that music video, don't you?
All right, Brooklyn.
I know. Well, our first guest doesn't just ride roller coasters with Beyonce. He styles the fashion icon, too.
Oh my
Can you
God, so
believe that?
amazing. And now he's bringing next level fashion to your feed with a new Instagram-inspired clothing line. Here to tell us all about the collection called With Passion. I like it. It's stylist and designer Ty Hunter. Welcome to Rise.
Hi.
Thank you, guys. I'm so
How
honored to
are
be
you?
here. I'm great.
So you've become a celebrity in your own right.
I'm all
No,
right.
it's true. How many Instagram followers do you have?
I don't keep up with that. 208.
1,000. To be clear, 1,000.
1,000,
And
yeah.
you've been working with Beyonce since the Destiny's Child days,
Yeah,
correct?
17 years ago.
What's it like to watch her evolve as an artist and a fashion icon?
It's just, I mean, just that roller coaster, that ride, to be on there with her, the EXO, is just amazing. I'm just so proud of her, like her
Wow.
accomplishments, and I'm just like a proud dad every time she does something. When we knock something down, it's just awesome. Yeah.
Well, her look is definitely one of a kind. So how much of it is you and your look and your styling? How much of it is her and her styles?
She, you know, we kind of collaborate, me, her, and Raquel Smith on certain things, and just kind of see what she's feeling at the time and go from there.
Now, do you ever disagree?
No, I mean, she might disagree a few times, but we keep going till we get it right.
That's right.
Now, we know you do a lot of the red carpet looks we see back here on the
Yeah.
wall. Do you ever do her day-to-day just stuff, just going out to kick it outfits?
Not anymore. I used to, but not anymore. Yeah.
Oh, so she's styling her
Yeah.
own stuff, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
someone else is
How do you
doing it.
think her style has evolved over the years?
You know, she's just a trendsetter, you know, and she try not to stay in the trend, just kind of start the trend, and she's just a trendsetter.
Is it interesting to you to see how much of a fashion icon she's become? Because when she was part of Destiny's Child, she was just a member of a group primarily, and now people tune in to see exactly what she's going to wear, and then she sets trends.
Yeah, it's amazing because when I started, it was hard for us to pull clothes from designers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very, very hard, and
Why was
me
it
and
so hard?
Miss Tina would have to create the looks. It's just like, you know, a lot of people just wasn't ready to loan out the clothes until the girls established that name. So after Independent Woman, it kind of became easy. So it was like the ones that wouldn't let me pull nothing was actually calling me and say, could you come into the showroom?
And did you take their
Everybody's
phone
calling.
calls?
I mean, yeah, of course,
Uh-huh.
but it was just that whole transition was a great, you know, we all grew together. Like, I wasn't a stylist, I was doing window dressing. And so, you know, of course I'm styling mannequins, but to transform into, you know, start doing, you know, her and the girls, Destiny's Child, it was just, we all grew together.
Wait, how did you go from styling mannequins? You were going to ask that, right?
Right, yeah.
Well,
How
I'm
do you
from
make...
Houston. Well, I was from Austin, Texas. I moved to Houston, Texas. I was in an artificial heart valve doing this company called Carbomedics. I actually worked on leaflets and artificial heart valves. I was in the medical field.
Really?
Yes.
Never would have
And-
guessed that.
Yes. I never tell that story. And then one day I was like, this is not me. I'm under a microscope, and I'm like, this is not me. And I just have to step out on faith. And I packed my car up, and I moved to Houston, Texas, stayed with my cousin for a while, and I started doing visuals for different stores in Houston, and it just became my passion was doing visuals and, you know, window dressing.
Wow.
And then from there, I met Miss Tina, and we had a relationship, and then I started doing a little bit of sales, so I would call her whenever the things came in that looked like the four girls, and I was like, Miss Tina, we got this hot stuff in, Destiny's Child look good, and from there, she came in one day, MTV was filming them, and she didn't know that I knew the other girls individually. I just didn't talk, I wasn't a starstruck person. I knew Michelle when she came to town, and Kelly, you know, I knew her when she came in the store individually, but I would never be like, oh, I was with Michelle last night, or I was with, you know, so one day they came in, MTV was following them, and all the girls came up to me, and that day Miss Tina was like, I'm gonna get you out of here one day. And I didn't believe her. I was like, okay, whatever, yeah. But I had a day off one day, and I was bored one day, and I just like, let me just call her. And I called her, and I was like, you need help with anything? I'm off today. And she was like, meet me over here. So I met her at Jaime at the time, who was the guy who actually, when she designed something, he was the guy that actually made the clothes. And before you know it, I'm at the Grammys and
the
just
rest is
everything like
history.
laid out. Yeah.
So you have to
incredible.
explain how this process works. I mean, this is Beyonce, for crying out loud. She's in 1,000 photos when she steps out the door. How does the process work when you're trying to pick out something for her to wear, especially for like the Met Gala?
You know, like I said, when we have time, we're able to do a whole process of meeting with the designer, and they do the sketches, and then we go try to find that sketch that that works for her out of the stack of sketches until we get it right. And it's up to the designer to bring that to life, and then when that happens, then you have fittings, and boom, you have the Met Gala dress.
How did this dress come together?
Show that picture again.
I mean, China through the looking glass. She set the red carpet on fire in that dress.
That was a moment. That was a moment, yeah.
That was a big moment.
What was your favorite moment in styling her? Was there any outfit you're like, that belongs in a museum?
Pretty much, it's most of them. Some of them are in the museum now, but like I would say I'm weird, and I know I sound crazy, but my very first moment with her is Crazy in Love. Like everything about Crazy in Love was my moment. Just even the T-shirt and the shorts and the red pump, as simple as that is, a lot of girls, it's cool when you're able to do something that the kids can mimic, that's inexpensive, and that they can do that. And
that was such a moment.
That was that right, and I saw her transform into a woman that day. I went off and cried in the monitor, because I just saw that girl turn into a woman at that shoot. Yeah.
The fur when she's naked underneath, all of it. Even the hat to the side, it was genius. Okay, let's talk about your clothing line with passion.
Yeah.
Tell us how it came to be. It's inspired by Instagram. How does that work? Okay, go.
Okay, go. I mean, how much 20 seconds I got? Okay, anyway. I had a time off, we were on the run forever. Thank God I'm not on the run no more, but we were on tour forever, and after that, they was like, you guys have 2 months off. And so I was like, instead of taking a vacation, it's a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of goals that I want to knock out, and go through my list and scratch some things out.
Yeah.
And, I have such a huge following in Instagram, and, I just wanted to have that page that you go to for sun. Everything I do is yellow for the sun, a ray of light, because social media is always so negative, of course, on a lot of pages. And I would put up quotes and stuff and poems and things that, for me, I was doing it for me. And I would go out and people would come up to me, you know what, you helped me get through this.
Wow.
And before you know it, I was like, oh my God, this ain't just for me. And the masses, the people that are following me, I have to really keep this, going. And so I talk to friends that are, if a friend is going through something, I would kind of look up something or try to find that quote to put up for them. That's my way to communicating with friends and family that I don't get to see all the time.
And what's that one quote? What's that quote there?
This one right here is focus, love, fearless, humble, creative, positive, fresh serve with passion.
I love it.
Thank you.
So you're bringing a light to Instagram.
Every time you see that positive, whenever you see 4 exclamation points, you know that it's something positive in my on my social media feeds.
Now, this is a limited edition collection, so can we see another line rolling out soon, maybe?
It's not limited edition, but I do try to keep some things exclusive. And
Lola's like,
thank you.
that one is yours.
Expensive. Okay, I'll take that one.
That one is yours.
Inspired. Where can, if not fighting over them, where can we get some of these clothes?
If you go to any of my social media pages, at the top, there's a link. Just go on there and click, and actually next week I'm coming out with 6 new products as well, and caps and stuff. And it's just some fun. I didn't want to take it too serious, and I also wanted to be able to spread a message at the same time, because people take fashion too serious. You're supposed to have a good time, be fun with it, and just feel comfortable.
We have had such a great time with you. Please come back anytime.
Thank you. Can y'all peel all this off so I can take it home?
Yeah, put it in your living room, just wrap it around the walls. We got you.
Ty Hunter, thank you for bringing the light to Arise 360. You're amazing.
With passion.
Yes, with passion.
Right.
You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.
Thank you, guys.